and PERT means program evaluation review technique. So what is actually important things from industrial point of view? CPM, critical path methods, and project evaluation review technique. What is the importance of this from the industrial point of view? Here in industry, some productions are repetitive. It is going on. For example, forging shop is there, foundry industries are there, rolling industries are there, plastic molding industries are there, die casting industries are there, okay, and bearing industries are there. So many industries are there, and their work is repetitive. For example, if any industry is manufacturing a chain or conveyor or bearing or crankshaft, so every activity is repetitive. Which type of the activity is repetitive? Initially, we require raw material. Correct. After this, we have to go for checking of the raw material. Then, once it will get okay, then it will move to production centers. Okay. Production will take place here. Within this, quality control things will be there. After this, it will go to the heat treatment. Again, here quality control things will be there. And after this, assembly will be there. Or in between this, machining will be there. So every day these activities are going on. Means raw material, once it will get received in the industrial premises, there is a need to check that material chemically and mechanically. Once it will get okay as per our requirement, then we will allow that material for production. So production activity, maybe machining activity, maybe casting activity, maybe forging activity, maybe pressing activity. So many manufacturing techniques are there. Some product actually we need to go for pressing. Some product will go for machining. For example, conveyor which is used in sugar industry. So in that conveyor links we can manufacture by pressing, but pin and bush that is manufactured by machining process. Correct. And after this we will go for heat treatment, and after that assembly. So these are the activities. So this activity, which is actually the activity which is the importance in the manufacturing of that conveyor, that activity is called critical activity. Because of that, the assembly will not take place. For example, link plate has been manufactured, pin and bush manufactured, roller has been manufactured in conveyor, but there is a problem in heat treatment, we cannot go for assembly. Correct. So this heat treatment activity is critical, but theoretically how to decide this? How much time is required? So this concept, it will comes under the critical path method. Correct. Critical path method means this is actually time orientation. At the same time, we can reduce the cost of the manufacturing. And this is normally used for repetitive work, mass production work, batch production work, continuous production work we can use. So this is the management technique. Actually, this tool is a management tool. With help of this tool, management can decide the time required and reduction of the cost. This is a critical path. Then PERT. What is that PERT? Program, a project evaluation review technique. Now some of the projects are there which is not repetitive, but we require to decide certain times. For example, related to this PERT, we require the R&D, research and development. So for this project, we actually don't know about the how much time is required to complete that project. But here as a management, we have to estimate the time required to complete this R&D project. So this will come under the PERT. So in short, this critical path method, this is used for the production work, civil work, construction work, but this PERT, this is only used for non-repetitive activity, just like research and development work. And here actually we will have to concentrate on the time, but here time as well as the cost. So this is actually major difference between CPM and PERT. But before that, what is actually project management? Project management means there is a administration work related to project by using this tool. Okay, so then what is the project? Project may be defined as combination of interrelated activities. So in the projected, so many activities are there. To purchase the material, testing the material, manufacturing the material, subcontracting some materials, making the assembly, testing, heat treatment. So many activities are there. So project may be defined as combination of interrelated activities. So many activities, we have to make the combination of that, and which must be executed in certain orders. So that activity we have to execute in certain orders before entire task can be completed. Whatever the task is there, assembly is the one of the tasks. So before the assembly, whatever the activities are there, that activity we have to make in logical orders, certain orders, and so that all this activity we have to execute. So this is called the project. This is called the project. So project means combination of activities. So already I have given one example. If you want to manufacture any casting product, what is the first thing we require? Sand we require, binder we require, additives we require, cleaning of the sand is there, testing of the sand is there. After that, pattern is there, mold is there, furnace is there. So many activities, interrelated activities are there. So we have to make the combination of this in a logical order in order to execute that activity. This is called the project. This is called the project. Now next line, the activities are interrelated in logical sequence, which is known as precedency relationship. Precedency relationship. So what is the meaning of precedency relationship? What is the meaning of precedency? What is the meaning of precedency? Who will know about this? Precedential relationship. Hello? Anybody is there? Precedency, do you know about these words? Each activity, there is a precedency relationship. Means, for example, in foundry, so many activities are bringing the sand, additives, binders, patterns, molding sand, testing, etc. But if the furnace is not there, what will happen? Correct. So there is a relation between this activity and the melting furnace. So this is called precedency. Precedency relationship means actually main relationship. It is actually maintained in that project in the logical sequence. Now next, project is represented in the form of network. Network means certain work is required, certain diagram is required for the purpose of analytical treatment. Means that project we have to make in the specific network. Means we have to make the diagram and we have to give certain analytical treatment to get the solutions for planning, scheduling, and controlling. So in production, three types of words are there. Planning is what actually we will have to do in the future, that we have to plan. Schedules means there should be proper times to execute that activity, and control means what actually happens. We have to get the feedback from this. So this is the controlling. Planning means what to do in the future, what is actually time required, and controlling means whether that is executed or not, we have to give the feedback. This is the controlling. And for this activity, we require this CPM and PERT. Correct? So this is actually the concept of the project management. Correct? Now this project having two types of techniques. These two techniques are this, CPM and PERT. So once again, I will explain in brief. Any industry you can take, mass production industry, batch production industry, any construction work, for example, making a bridge on the rivers, railway lines, shipbuilding. So many examples are there. This is one of the projects. And while doing this project, so many activities are there, and they are interrelated to each other. And among that, some presidency activities are there. Presidency means main activities there. Because of that, work will stop. For example, if foundry furnace is not there, what will manufacture? That casting. Is it correct? Presidency activity. Now, all this activity we have to make in logical sequence. Certain sequence should be there. And after that, you have to make the figure, that is called network. And that figure you have to convert it into analytical form, means certain numerical value, and find out the solutions in which way proper planning, scheduling, and controlling. This is actually three things in the industry: planning, schedule, and controlling. So this CPM and PERT, it is actually related to planning, schedule, and controlling. And who are using this thing? Management, project management. So this is the concept of the CPM and PERT. Okay. So have you got the concept of this? Anybody is there? Hello? Have you got the concept, or shall I repeat this thing, CPM and PERT? Hello? Hello? Anybody is there? Hello? Hello?
Yes, sir.
Have you got the concept, or shall I repeat this concept and then we'll proceed? Shall I explain it once again? Hello? Anybody is there? Okay, have you got
Yes,
the
sir.
concept? Project management. What is the project? Project means combination of the interrelated activity. And that activity we have to execute, means we have to go for implementation of that activity and complete that. Before the entire task, means what is actually end of that project. Before that, we have to complete that activity. And that activity, we have certain logical sequence relative, and this thing, it is required in the project for planning, scheduling, and controlling. Correct? And by using this activity, we have to make one diagram. And that diagrams we have to convert into analytical, means mathematical form, and find out the solutions related to what? Planning, schedule, and controlling. Correct? So project management having two tools, that is the CPM and PERT. Okay. So have you got the concept now? Shall we go next? Hello. Okay.
Yes, sir.
So we go for next one, that is the CPM and PERT. So in this CPM and PERT, in the last sentence, I have given the planning, schedule, and controlling. So once again, I will read, planning means what? Planning means what actually we will have to do in the future. Schedule, this is related to the time bounded. And controlling means once the production is going on, what actually will happen, that we have to get it back. That is called controlling. Okay. So our PERT and CPM, it is based upon these three words. Now in these three words, first word we have to take planning. So planning here logically meaning is there, dividing the project into some different activities, estimate the time required for each activity, establish the precedence relationship among the activity, and construct the arrow diagram. Okay, construct the arrow diagram. So let us consider these three words. These three words. Where is that? Controlling, analytic. This is the controlling. So these three words you have to control. Okay. So I will remove this and I will write these three words. That is the first word, planning. Planning. So what is actually this planning? Planning means divide the project into different activities. Which are the activity? Maybe bringing the materials, machining the activity, heat treatment activity. So many activities are there. So we have to differentiate that activities, and after that estimate the time required for that activity and establish preceding relationship among the activity and construct a network diagram. Suppose our casting is the end product is there. Casting is the end product is there. So to make this casting, what we require? Sand. So preparation of sand, this is one of the activities. Here this side we require pattern. After that molding machines. After that here this side furnace will be there. Okay. After this here this fetlings will be there. And here this will be machining will be there. And there is the casting. So like this sequence will be there and this will become a project. Okay. So according to this activity, you have to make network diagram, give timing to get the material in molding line from the furnace. How much time is required? 2 hours. To get sandpaper in the line, mold we require 3 hours. Patterns we get from pattern makers 4 hours. So like this time you have to establish each activity, make the interrelation furnace is the precedential activity because this is useless. Correct. And all these things you have to get it complete before achieving the casting. Means up to here you have to get it complete before achieving the casting. This is thing actually we require in the planning. Okay. Now next thing is there the scheduling. So next point is there scheduling. This is actually related to time. How much time is required for which activity? This is related to time. Determine the start and end time for each activity. For example, from sand to the molding line. This is one activity. To bring the sand from the sand preparations to the molding one line. So what is the here starting time of this and what is the end time? 3 hours. So this scheduling it will come under means decide the starting times and ending times. And after this last point is their controlling. Last point is their controlling. Controlling means after everything is over, we have to take feedback. Feedback is nothing but control. Uses RO diagrams, times and chart for continuous monitoring and progress report. Controlling means what is actually going on. You have to monitor this and give feedback to the manager, the project manager. Project manager. So planning, scheduling, and controlling, and it will give back to the project. So these are the things actually we required in the CPM part. Okay. Now next thing is their analytical diagrams, means network. Networks. Whatever diagrams we have made, that is the diagram that is called network diagrams. And these diagrams we have to decide on basis of the activities. On basis of the activities. So many activities are there. So out of this, which activity having more importance, that we have to decide. Now next is guidelines for network construction. Network diagram, certain guidelines are there. Guidelines for network construction. Network means diagram. Network construction. Guidelines for network construction. First diagram or first guideline, that starting event and ending event of an activities are called tail event and head event respectively. Suppose one activity is there. So what is actually activity? I am writing this word on this blackboard. This is one activity. So this is the starting point. I will go here and write. This is the activity. Writing is the activity. So suppose I started to write this sentence. So this is the initial point and final point is here. Correct? So initial point, suppose this is the initial point and this is the final point. Correct? So this is called node. This is called starting point. And here is the start point, which is start node and ending node. Start node and ending node. Between this activity will take place. Here, this activity will take place. So here is this activity. Here is this activity. And how much time is required, you can write here. This is the time. So this is the starting node, ending node, time, and this. So for this activity, this is called tail end. Tail end, and this is called head end. This is called tail end. Okay. The next point, network should have unique starting mode tail end. So next point, this network diagrams, we are going to consider so many activities, and each activity having a unique means specific starting nodes. There should be starting node. Means suppose I am writing their starting node is like this. This is my activity. So this there should be unique, only one. Means starting point should be there. Without starting point, activity will not start. So there should be starting point. Okay. Now third is there network should have unique completed event. So once it is started, there should be end. The same thing is there starting, ending, and time should be there. Then fourth, no activity should be represented by more than one event. More than one event. So this activity should not be get more than one event. Correct. So one, two, like this. It should not be like this way. So many activity in between this should not be there. So only one activity should be there. Then no two activity with same place and same end. So again same thing is that this is one activity, this is one. Two activities should not be come to only one place. This is actually one guideline. Now dummy activity is there. In this dummy activity, this is the imaginary activity indicating precedence relationship and the duration of the dummy activity is 0. Okay. So here I will give one example to you related to this. For example, so there is one project or this network diagram is there. Network diagram will say. One example, this is the node number 1, this is the second 2, this is third, so this is the network or this is called project diagram. Project. So here is the end, here is the starting point. In between these so many activities are. So this project or end point will get after completing all these activities. So here is actually tail end and this is the head. This is the activity. And here there should be time. So this is one activity, second activity, third, fourth, fifth, sixth, seventh. And whatever dotted lines are there, so here dotted lines, this is called dummy activity. Dummy activity. Means in order to make the logical sequence, we require dummy activity, and the time for dummy activity is 0. And this is the 0. Dummy. Only we have to make the sequence to fulfill the given project by logical sequence. We require dummy. Actually, time for dummy activity is 0. Okay. So here, suppose this is the last part. Now to complete this, we need to complete all this activity, and there is a specific time. Okay. So out of this, in what way actually we have to get this project? So we can go like this way, and we complete. This is one way. Second way, we can go like this way, complete this project. Third way, we can go like this way, complete. So out of this, which is the critical path? Critical path means best path that will require to complete this project. So here this is the end part, and this is the start part of the project. So this is the end of the project. This is in between number of activities are there. Okay, so this is called network diagram. So have you got the concept of this network diagram? Hello? Hello?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So to complete this project, we required network analysis. Okay. So now we'll go for difference between CPM and PERT. Next part, that is the difference between CPM and PERT. PERT and here it is CPM. PERT and CPM. So what is actually the PERT? PERT means, so first point here I will write, PERT means project evaluation, project evaluation review technique, project evaluation review technique. PERT means project evaluation review technique. What is the CPM? Critical path method. Critical path. This is first one. So where we can use the here PERT, use for the management of large scale projects. For management of large scale projects. Management used for management for large scale projects. Part used for planning, scheduling, and controlling in production. So where we can use this large scale management we require. This is used for planning, scheduling, and controlling. Third is that this is the event oriented. Event oriented, and this is the activity oriented. Here certain activities are there, and here there is the event. So in shipbuilding is there, production is the one of the event. Testing is the one of the unit. Research and development activity. This event is there. Now here fourth point is there. This is actually based upon probability. This is the probabilistic models, we will say, the based upon quality, because the evaluation technique is there, means we have to estimate the time. This is actually probable which will happen. Research and development. We don't know what will happen. Research and development when our project will complete like this. So research and development. But this is the here actually will get result. So that's why it is called deterministic. We can determine this for specific time, but their probable times will be there. The fifth one is that time. Here need to estimate time. Need to estimate the time. So here three types of times are there. Three types of times are there. One is optimistic, pessimistic, and mostly likely. Three times are there. Optimistic, pessimistic, and most likely under this thought. Okay. And now here's where we can use it. This is used for non-repetitive, just like R&D project. R&D project. Okay. So here time is estimated here, but related to the same point, we require time as well as cost. Cost means we have to concentrate on the time as well as cost. But here only time is that. This first we can use research and development, repetitive work. Here we can use the repetitive work. Repetitive work. Right. So this is actually difference between PERT and CPM. Okay. So difference between PERT and CPM. Program evaluation review technique. This is first point. CPM means critical path method, where we can use PERT. Next point, used for management for large scale projects, used for planning, scheduling, and controlling in production. Then activity oriented in the CPM, there is event oriented. Probabilistic model is there, deterministic model is there. PERT is need to estimate the time. Three types of times are there: optimistic, pessimistic, and mostly likely. But in CPM, we can use time as well as cost. This is the repetitive. Any types of industry we can use this